Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 544. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneeby.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
May the 4th be with you.
You stole it. You stole it. I was going to do it next. And Tony Corkin.
And by the time you listen to it, it'll be Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, it's May the 4th, guys. Star Wars Day.
While we record this, obviously, yep, like Tony mentioned.
Yep. Bad Batch came out, which I want to check out.
I was not a big fan of the episodes they were in.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was just because I was like, why are we spending time on these side characters when we need to get back to the main story?
Because this new series, man. You gotta bring on a new series.
That's why we did.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me is I'm not in any rush to watch the first episode because there's 16 episodes in this season and they're once a week, so I'm gonna wait. I mean, talking about what we've been up to real quick is I watched the Invincible finale. So that's over with now. It's 8 episodes long, that show, and each episode's probably about 40 minutes-ish on the average. So I would definitely recommend checking that out now that it's done, season 1. If Tony, I mean, the finale was fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. There was a point where I was just I think my jaw was down when I was watching the it's an animation show. It's just like wow. That's what I was doing. So I mean, you guys know the story. Did anybody else check it out?
Oh yeah.
I don't have Amazon.
No, that's over. I'll probably.
I've seen clips of it, and I don't know. I'm a little off-put, honestly.
Off-put from what?
I don't know. The violence just seems dumb.
Not everything is for everybody.
I guess it's just the superheroes Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know, and I'm kind of over the Walking Dead.
Yeah,
like that type of
stuff. I mean,
stuff.
it's true. It is over the top goriness. I mean, did you watch The Boys?
No, I didn't want to watch that.
It's a similar show to The Boys, but this is animated, so they can do a little more with the blood and guts. But it was a hell of a finale, I have to say. I really enjoyed the season quite a bit. Like, holy shit! Like, you forget you're watching a bloody, mature rated show at points because you're like, this is a great superhero show, and then you're like, oh yeah. So I watched that. Trying to think of, I didn't really watch too much else because I think Saturday was involved with me bowling all day in a tournament, so I had no Saturday. Sunday was me recovering from said tournament from bowling all day with my knee problems, and and yard work outside because I'm a homeowner now, so that's been a lot of fun. I don't think I watched much else this week. I'm trying to think if I did. I don't think I did. I'm sure it'll hit me as we're talking, but that's pretty much it. Corey? Yes. Corey, I watched the first episode of
the Nevers.
The rope.
Rock. Oh yeah. This is the Six Braves thing.
The Six Braves. Yes, I watched the first episode. I really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. So, it's good. I like I said, it's doing something different with like the whole, you have something going on here. What's going on? And yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. But I watched I was watching the ReZero anime, and it's got that trope, I think I mentioned it, where the main character is a little whiny at times, and I hate that about animes.
I hate that about animes.
I hate it so much. And the thing is, like, it's like my biggest pet peeve about like or one of the main character tropes you get sometimes. And there is a little bit of it here, but it is interesting enough that I'm sticking with it. So the first season's interesting because like all the episodes are like over or an hour or so, and then the second season they're all like half an hour, which is weird. But I'm pretty far into the second season now, I'd say, and it's pretty neat. It's got an interesting story, so I'm sticking with it. I did want to mention though that Demon Slayer took #1 at the U.S. box office.
After a plump of the box office.
Well, I mean, nothing else came out. 70% drop, sure, but still #1. So, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay, all right. Tony?
Yeah, speaking of that, my Thursday night movie group decided to watch it. One girl hadn't seen it in theaters, so she's like, "Oh, let's watch it online." I'm like, "All right, that's fine. I mean, I'll watch it again." But Man, online streaming does not, and especially shared over Discord at I think 30 FPS or something like that, does not do the movie justice. I was like, man,
Yeah, so happy we got to see that on the big screen. So good.
So that's it.
Okay, Mike.
I finished Mortal Kombat since last week. I know it was like 30-something minutes in. I don't think I hated it as much as you guys might have. It was okay. It wasn't good, and I do think that it didn't, like, it's almost pointless because I don't think it improves on the, like, 95 one, other than being R-rated. So I was a little disappointed with it, but, you know, it had lots of references to the games, and it was dumb fun, I thought. I didn't mind the action, honestly. Well,
that's the thing, Mike. You didn't mind it. But
well, I don't know what you were looking
weren't
for,
excited
because
about it.
I did like the portrayal of the abilities and like some of the fatalities. I don't know what else you expected from it, really.
I mean, it's
martial arts
just
movie
not like you said. 95
arts.
is better.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't consider Mortal Kombat really like a martial arts thing. It's about violence and powers and stuff.
It's a fighting game.
Yeah, it's fighting.
It's a martial arts tournament.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still mostly about the weirdness, the things that make it unique. Like, would you consider the 95 movie a martial arts movie?
No, I mean, well, the thing is, like, again, that one didn't have good fight sequences either. But, like, today, you'd think they, like you were saying, like, they didn't improve on anything, and the first one did. Like you started off your whole
they improved as far as like visual effects and the depictions of fatalities, which is
right. I mean, like Sub-Zero's powers are a lot cooler in this, for sure. But like I said, I just expected them to come out
of nowhere.
Like no, so I wanted to see like something like more. Because I was saying I was watching that Warriors show on HBO, and like I felt those fight sequences were so much more dynamic.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, the choreography was so much better, just like so much more interesting in a television show when you have like these fantastic martial artists displaying their skills. And here, I think maybe they went too much on the gimmick of the powers and stuff, and I thought that was.
I think they did.
Opportunity.
I think they did. I mean, I think that's what I liked about the '95 Mortal Kombat so much is they didn't use those gimmicks in that movie. They had a couple of them thrown in as references, but most of the time it was, just martial arts fighting.
I mean,
it was just
the sort of the powers were like central to the story, what little story there was. Like that was what it was about almost. And I thought the opening sequence was pretty good as far as martial arts goes.
There were some
like again,
like
fights, the best stuff was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
we saw that stuff. Yeah.
There wasn't much in the movie in general. But it was okay.
The new character sucked.
No, I don't understand the point of the original character. Yeah, and I also don't understand how a guy who looks like he's like 28 has like a 13-year-old daughter. But
yeah. There was at one point,
I honestly like was confused. Like I'm like, is that like his sister? Is that like Is he like?
I'm gonna spoil something real quick, guys.
Or I
in case
honestly
you wanna...
thought that was like he might have like been like a stepfather maybe to like an older woman or something. Like I couldn't wrap my head around it.
I assume that was his biological daughter, right? So if that's the case, he was born with this tattoo, birthmark symbol. Spoiler alert here, and yet it's supposed to be like mean you're chosen for the Mortal Kombat, right? But if he was born with it, and then later on he's told it gets passed down through the generation, shouldn't his daughter have it then?
When he
dies, it goes to her, maybe.
But he was born with his. He's had it since he was born. They said, didn't they say that?
That's true.
Anyway, it's just some stupid thing that made me like take me out.
Maybe his mother died giving birth to him.
There's one person I was listening to who said that they at some point were like, "Is that his mom, or is that like his sister?" And then like he made out with her, and he's like, maybe that's not. Maybe that's his." No, so
this original character for the movie.
It's supposed to be his wife.
This guy is family.
Horribly miscast.
I don't know. He just this guy's supposed to be believable to have like a 12, 13-year-old daughter, and he looks like he's 28. That's the problem.
Fine. He can I didn't mind the daughter's age. That was fine.
Well, I mean, but that's what threw me, because I'm like, wait, he's supposed to be like, until they explicitly said it in the second half when she's like, Dad, I still kind of had the whole like stepfather like.
I had the whole brother sister thing
in my head.
Yeah, I had the brother sister things. Yeah.
So
whatever.
He was not that interesting, but it was okay. I did think it was interesting that they almost replicated some of the fatalities shot for shot from the new games, which is like, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I just was like, oh, I've seen this before. But it was fun, but dumb, and not as good as I thought a remake. I don't know why you would need to remake it to make something of similar quality as the 95 one. So whatever.
The era of reboots, guys. So let's see. Let's get into some news here. We've got I think the biggest news. Well, let's go with Borderlands news first, because then we'll go with the big stuff. Gina Gershon has been cast as Moxie.
Yeah.
And you guys were going crazy, and then I looked up what this character's supposed to be. I think she fits.
I didn't know she was supposed to be that old.
She has 2 full-grown children.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily matter, though. Like, I don't like.
It still goes with the 99 cast, right? Dreamcast is what we're listening here. We're looking at. Like, remember those Tony? You remember Wizard magazine?
Yeah. I used to love that magazine.
Wizard. It was like Wizard magazine. I think was the one that used to have like Dreamcasting for like movies. I think it was that.
I remember that.
Yes.
I still remember the X-Men one when they absolutely cast
Patrick
Stewart for Charles Xavier.
Yes. So like this casting stuff reminds me somebody just ripped a sheet out of one of those old Wizard magazines, and they're just going right from the casting list. Is what they're doing. That's what I get from this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it just. If you were gonna say like, oh, let's cast Mad Moxie, this is not the first or 20th person that would come to mind. Like, that's all.
Who would then?
No, I mean, I would go younger, obviously, because I would go the whole cast younger, especially Lilith. It would have gone younger, and just because she's got kids doesn't necessarily matter as much for me as like, oh, let's cast someone who could, literally have kids this age. I think it's just fantasy world, and like she is a sex symbol in this universe, and they get all those cosplayers and stuff, and I'd cast someone who's just a little more, I guess, younger. For like who could have like
I don't know. The idea of this character, from what I get, is sort of like an older former sex symbol, which is exactly what this actress is.
But it's not what the game represents her as. So.
But like, if you.
I don't know.
Okay, so if you are what this role is, I know I'm going to move on in a second, but if you are what this role is, then how is that even acting? Aren't you supposed to be hiring somebody to play the role of this character, not not a parody of that role?
What?
Like, this is a parody of this woman.
So she's
this character is
because she fits too much? Is that what you're saying? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't get that, Jim.
I go with that without a doubt.
I don't know. I think that when I looked up that her character is supposed to be in her 50s and she's supposed to be like this sex pot who's older, I kind of think that this fits with that actress. But I also went into my history of knowing this actress as well in the Discord, which we won't go into here. So.
All right. Other news. This kind of ties into the Marvel stuff we're getting into in a second. But first, Jon Bernthal is rumored. It's a rumor. However, we're going to be on early on this one.
It's a good source.
Early on this, again, guys, those listening to the podcast, we've been pretty good when we say this shit seems too good to be fake. It seems real.
Smoke, fire.
Spider-Man news. Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. Jon Bernthal is supposed to be playing the Punisher in a future Spider-Man movie. And the reason why this just clicks for me is because the rumors of Charlie Cox on the set of Spider-Man, No Way Home. And there's rumors that he is obviously coming in, so they bring him in. Obviously,
you've got all these other Spider people, and then like, why not just dip into the Netflix Marvel cast? Like, people love them.
You get what's his name as Kingpin?
Daredevil.
Holy shit! You get what's his name as Kingpin as Fisk? Who played him?
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. Holy shit! Like, I'm sorry, but that guy was a great Kingpin. He needs to play him in these movies if they're gonna have a Kingpin. Absolutely.
It'd be nice, but I do like. I don't know anything about the source, but I just know that we don't even know for sure like what the next Spider-Man movie is going to be after this one, or who's going to be in control of it really. So
I mean, we'll have to see. Well, bits, I guess. No Way Home's coming at the end of the year, so we'll find out.
I mean, the multiverse is
there's a lot of moving parts, though. I mean, like
there's not anymore. I don't think. I think this agreement with
because the contract ends with Marvel. They have to renegotiate something after this movie between Sony
I don't think
and Marvel.
so.
Yeah, I think this is the last one on Tom Holland's contract.
No, the last one was before, and they just renegotiated. They just renegotiated. Remember, we just went through this.
Are you sure? Because I think this is there's nothing beyond this one.
Wasn't there 20? Didn't we talk about that? Like, didn't we have that news like months ago? Years ago, when like right after the last
years
Endgame.
Ago when after
Endgame.
Yeah, and then no, it was after I think the first one, the first solo one. They had
we were talking about it. We 100% were talking about it because it went up because they just had the whole.
There was like, all right, hold on. All right, let's relax. I just googled it. We're doing it live. Collider.com interview, February 24th, 2021 says, Spider-Man No Way Home completes his current contract, but if they want me back, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
So
that's Tom Holland, but not Spider-Man.
That's
no.
Yeah, but that's
I'm not talking about the character Spider-Man. No, I'm talking. I thought you meant the character from Sony being on like loan to Marvel. That's not.
I think that's all. I think that's.
It's
I
got
think
nothing to do with Tom Holland.
Is kind of Marvel's, though. I think that's kind of how it works.
Well, it'll be interesting because I think this one will wrap up a lot of stuff.
Next.
Like that's all behind the scenes, and that'll they'll make it happen. Like No Way Home is going to be successful. Sony's going to be like, well, we made a lot of money. Disney's like, yeah, we made a lot of money. Let's keep this ball rolling and make some more money because like it just makes sense. If they don't like renew like the relationship, that just seems absolutely ridiculous on Sony's part. Because I don't think Disney's gonna be the one to.
At some point, I just see Disney backing a truck up of money and just saying, "Here's for your contract. Let's just do this. Here you go."
I'm kind of surprised.
They'll just buy Spider-Man back. It's going to happen.
Maybe I'll watch the next season of wherever it is. Is it even available on Netflix still? Of Punisher?
I don't know, but if this does, like you said, if this does become true, like it rejuvenates my interest in those Netflix shows that I never finished, like Jessica Jones season 2. Never really watched it.
I think there's a third season.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if the Disney Plus shows and bring some of those characters in also, because
they're wrapping up. Loki looks. I think Loki looks fun. Like I'm looking forward to that. And Owen Wilson, I'm like, I forgot he was in this, and then I see him in the trailer. I'm like, Jesus, Owen Wilson in a Marvel movie. Yeah, Owen Wilson in a Marvel movie. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I would have said no way, not possible. So years ago, obviously, but now it's like everybody wants that Marvel role. So let's see. And talking about Marvel, let's move into the MCU Phase 4 announcements we ran into here. So big stuff to unwind from their Phase 4 announcement trailers. And Tony, we talked about dissecting this trailer a little bit in our chat and Discord. Because I'm not going to start with that part, but there's things we can end with. But Wakanda Forever is 2022. I mean, Black Panther 2, we're getting that.
July 8th.
Wakanda Forever, July 8th. Guardians is that year. This is a 3-movie year. What's earlier in the year?
The Marvels.
Eternals.
Not Marvel.
Marvels.
The Marvels. The Marvels.
Yeah, I honestly didn't watch
Captain Marvel 2, and it's going to have Miss Marvel in it. I mean,
which they've shown an image of her online now in her outfit, so that leaked. Miss Marvel. Yeah, so we're gonna get Captain Marvel 2 and Black Panther 2 and Guardians 3 is next. I'm sorry.
I mean, it starts with, obviously, next year starts with Doctor Strange.
Oh,
I have the list right here.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
Well, Spider-Man is December 17th, so that's this year. But Doctor Strange is March 22nd, 2022. Thor: Love and Thunder is May 6th, 2022. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is July 8th, 2022. The Marvels is November 11th, 2022. So it's 4 Marvel movies in 2022. Yeah. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Try remembering that. February 17th, 2023. Guardians Volume 3, May 5th, 2023. And then Fantastic Four TBA.
I mean, that ending right there of the 4 logo, I'm just like, we're getting Marvel's first family. It's so amazing.
Yeah, but obviously this year, this year though, we have Black Widow, which is July 9th, Shang-Chi, which is September 3rd.
Which looks awesome. Again, yeah. Sorry.
The Eternals, November 5th.
Yes.
And then Spider-Man No Way Home with Sony, obviously, comboing that, December 17th.
We're still getting 4 Marvel movies this year. We're still getting 4 this year and 4 next year.
Well, that's because we got none last year, Jim.
So 2023, what was the listing? Give me now. There was only 2 listed for 2023.
There's only 2 right now. So that leaves the door open. It does. Because the first thing that I thought, like, again, we watched this trailer and it just gives like the logos of the dates and everything. The first thing I thought was like, no X-Men in that announcement.
No way.
So does that mean we don't see mutants until 2024 at the earliest? But since we are getting 4, and again, we're getting 4 this year and 4 next year because we didn't get anything last year. Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to stick 4 movies into 2023. And my guess is Fantastic Four is going to be 2023 in that November-ish, September-ish slot somewhere.
Can you do Fantastic Four and the X-Men in the same year? Like that kind of team kind of thing.
If you're like really propping Fantastic Four up, you're hyping this thing. You're not. Because you got to, Tony.
Well, I really think Doctor Doom is going to play a huge role in Phase 4. I really do.
Yeah. So it's that other guy. I think they've already like kind of hinted at it. Kang the Conqueror. Yeah,
Kang. I know Kang is supposed to be talked about, but I really think Doctor Doom. I can just see he's such a big name. Like, how do you follow Thanos? Thanos. That's it.
Galactus.
Galactus would be cool. Real Galactus, not the freaking planet thing.
Go
on. Yeah.
No, but it's a cool line. I'm excited for everything they've announced that we know of. Again, we missed out on movies last year, so.
Yeah. I'm even excited. Like I wasn't like super excited for Black Widow, but like I don't know. It's just I don't know if I want to see like a prequel movie right now. I would like to see them move on with things. That's my problem with prequels. But yeah, I'm psyched for it.
It's kind of weird how like that Black Widow trailer, how it was like didn't it start with her like dying and then like, oh, we needed more, so we're gonna do this prequel one and then go from there, I guess. But I'm curious how they use these characters in the future, because I would assume some of them will be back.
We're gonna get a post credits with a mutant in it. It's going to happen at some point. It probably be
one of these days, Jim. You'll be right.
2023.
Just keep saying. We'll be in our 50s.
Yeah, I'll be in my 40s. Yeah, I'll be in my 40s this year. Oh my God, I'm almost a month away. I'm 5 weeks away. I'm 5 weeks away from 40. I just realized that on the air, guys. I'm realizing it right now how old I am. So
watch it happen.
Yeah, I mean, we also have the Marvel shows too, like because there's a list of them here, which we have. Loki coming June 11th. The What If cartoon is coming in the summer, and then you have Hawkeye and Miss Marvel supposed to come this year, and then Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and the holiday special for Guardians is 2022.
Yeah. So that'd be good. What's great about the Guardians holiday special? We were talking about that last week a little bit, but when you think about it launching in 2022, it's a perfect like, hey, remember how fun this team is, and then next year here we go. You know what I mean? It's a perfect revamp. Bring them back into the light.
Reminder.
Yeah. So, great idea. So as long as it's good, I if it's stupid fun, I don't care. That's what it should be. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, it's going to be interesting to see where all these other movies go, because like we have Black Widow, which is a prequel. We have Eternals, which I believe is a prequel, and we got to see some stuff in the trailer. Got to see the cast in the trailer a little bit, so looks interesting. But yeah, we'll see how this all ties together. But it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like much is going to happen until, like, as far as Endgame, after, like, you know, consequences type of thing, until we see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. And I think that's it for movie news, right? I think that's wait, there was one other thing I was going to. Ed Boon. Ed Boon tweeted about James Gunn. Did you see that today? This kind of goes. I'm tying this in. I'm going to tie us into the Gamecast for those listening right now. This is a bonus whole thing for you guys.
And Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. Tweeted out, it's amazing that James Gunn can work on both DC and Marvel. Out of the blue. So now there's a lot of maybe.
Yeah, I'll talk about what rumors I don't believe.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that coming soon for those listening.
Well, there was the Netflix yesterday that showed that League of Legends Arcane.
Yep.
Bang. Looks pretty cool.
What happened on that?
What is the trailer for Arcane?
Oh, cool.
Which is
Castlevania Season 4 had a trailer too.
Yep. Final season.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Great show.
I just like that, like, you know, you got League of Legends, you know, expanding their lore. You had just recently talked about last time. I keep wanting to say Titanfall, but Apex Legends expanding the lore, which is cool. Like, and like I love that with Overwatch and getting those miniseries. Like, I would love to, and Dota's got a show on Netflix, which is actually pretty good, which I mentioned I watched a couple weeks ago. So yeah, good stuff with some of these games and the lores in there, because they have interesting characters and it's cool to see some backstories on them.
Yeah. All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast. Thanks for tuning in. You can write us allyoucangeek@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter @allyoucangeek, like us on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe and the like button. You hear that all the time, but it definitely helps out, so please do that. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week. May the 4th be with you.